Hi, this is Tim Weaver from CMVG, and I'm here with Andy Hartup from Xbox World and PSM. How you doing, Andy?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah.
Good. So, Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I mean, I talked to you about this game on one of these videos about a couple of months ago, I think, and we had a chinwag about it, and it was looking pretty exciting. We were pretty excited about it then. Are we still excited about it, having played it and finished it?
Yeah, we're more excited than we were back then.
Even more excited?
Even more excited.
Brilliant.
How often does that happen?
Not very often.
I really like this game, and I think, obviously, if you know the history of Advanced Warfighter, you'll know that the game has gone through like a transformation, really. They took it right back to the drawing board and started again, and that seems to be the thing with all their Clancy titles at the moment. They seem like Rainbow Six, they just seem to be taking them back. They did the same with Splinter Cell. And I have to say, it has worked wonders for this, because it's a great game. It is a Ghost Recon game, but it feels like a very new, very modern game.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask you about that. Some people may look at this and think, oh, it looks a bit COD-like, but in your review on CMVG, you're very, very clear in your assertion that this is not just another COD game.
No, it's not a COD game, not at all. I mean, if you think of COD as like COD's like a movie. It's like a Bruckheimer movie. It's 2 hours. It's intense.
Yep.
Obviously, it's 6 hours, but you know what I'm talking about. Ghost Recon is a lot more like Splinter Cell Conviction. So if you've played Splinter Cell Conviction, it's that sort of nice blend between sort of fun and just making you feel like just like a complete badass. I mean, that's what the heart of Ghost Recon is.
That seemed to be like the overriding message in your review, was that this game makes you feel like it's a great sense of empowerment. That you feel like such a powerful, well, as you say, a massive badass.
Yeah, I mean, everything about the game feels as if it's been designed that way. So, for example, you've got your stealth camouflage, which means you can sneak anywhere pretty easily. So, in previous Ghost Recon and Splinter Cells, you felt a bit weak because if you got spotted, it was sort of game over. All the men in your squad have been mocapped by Ubisoft, and they've had consultants in, like proper Spec Ops people consulting. So you feel like when you're playing it, you feel like a Spec Ops guy, in as much as a game can make you feel that way. And it's other little things like synchronizing a shot with your teammates, so you take out 4 people at once.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? That.
You can use Gunsmith to create your own unique gun, and you can change every part on the gun.
Yeah, let's talk a bit about Gunsmith. Again, you say it's a big success. You can of course play it if you've got an Xbox 360. You can play it on Kinect. Tell us a bit about how that works. I mean, it's the level of customization is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it's the level, like customization in games is nothing new. Obviously, COD does give you stuff like perks, but this being a more realistic game, the way they've gotten around like not giving you like reality breaking stuff like perks is by letting you absolutely customize the hell out of your weapon. So you can change any part of it. So you can change the trigger, you can change the gas system that actually fires the bullets, you can change the stock, and they all have like really, really subtle effects on how your gun fires, but they are noticeable. So if you've got, say, a support weapon and you increase its power and you take off all the silencers and things like that, you can punch holes in the scenery and you can shoot people through walls. But if you want to keep it stealthy, you want to keep it sort of more underpowered, and you want to keep it more accurate, you're going to lose that stopping power. It's going to take more bullets to put people down. It's also going to mean you're not going to be able to shoot through cover. So, you tailor your weapons according to the mission and according to how you want to play.
And is there any limit on what you can do with those guns, or is it literally like the world's your oyster?
Well, there is a limit in that you can only choose from like 3 or 4 different triggers per gun and stuff like that. But there are a hell of a lot of guns, and when you're picking them apart in such detail, you will have like unique guns in the world just by virtue of the fact that some people aren't going to create some of the mad weapons that you might want to do. I mean, you wouldn't want like a 12-time scope on a shotgun, but someone out there will do it.
I mean, here's Gunsmith now, we get a sense of it. But tell us about the balance between, because we've seen some footage in this video we've got here of them, going in blamming anything that moves. But I think when I was watching you play it in the office, you were going for a much more stealthy approach, and does that reap dividends? Is it very much like the old sort of Ghost Recon games?
Yeah, I mean that's the way real men play.
Real men play video games. Yeah.
No, if you're going in, the levels are structured in such a way that you've usually got one bit where you're encouraged to do stealth, and in certain levels you will fail if you get spotted. So the idea is you go in, you pick all the people off as quietly as possible until you get told you can go loud, in which case you can start shooting. Well, you don't have to start shooting. You can stealth your way through most levels. At the end of some levels, you have like something which is quite familiar to Ghost Recon players. You have like a siege element where you sat and you've got to defend a place until extraction. In Future Soldier, what they do is they spice these things up a bit, whereby you're extracting a target, like a high-value target, like a prisoner or an ally or something like that. And you'll have to. What's happening is that your character's like dragging him around and shoving him to the floor, and you have to protect him and like shoot other people with a pistol while you're extracting them. That's really exciting.
Okay, so very quickly, tell us a little bit about the co-op. It's a big success, the campaign co-op.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, the AI is very competent, but playing it with buddies is the way to go, because they're your friends and they add an element of unpredictability to it. There's like a horde style co-op mode as well, which is very good. It's just not quite as polished as the campaign stuff.